All right, debt isn't evil. All right, bad debt is. Smart debt can build wealth. So this was kind of a an idea that was kind of planted into our heads, right? A lot of time it's from our parents, but our parents got it from their parents, right? So I remember growing up, I heard this all the time: credit cards are bad. Yeah, with no explanation or anything. Credit cards are bad. I'm not sure about that, right? But if you don't know how to leverage it, you don't know how to use your credit card, of course, right? You get a $10,000 credit card at a 30% interest rate, you max the card out and only do the minimum payments, you're going to be paying that credit card off for a long time, right? It's kind of common sense. But yeah, there's good debt. Honestly, a mortgage, okay, can qualify as good debt. Okay, a mortgage can qualify as good debt. You buy a house, I remember my parents their current house. I think it was like 200K or something, 180. Now I think it's worth like almost $1 million. Just like so that could be a form of good debt. But yeah, bad debt is getting a credit card, right? Spending the money, not paying it back, just not being smart. Okay. A lot of this stuff, the bad debt conversations, a lot of it can be literally eliminated by just using your common sense. Okay. I say this literally every day. My viewers know this. I say this literally every day to my young viewers that ask, hey, I'm 18, I'm 22, I'm blah blah blah, like somebody young. What can you tell me about credit? The first thing I always say, I don't tell them to go get a credit card. I don't tell them to get a personal loan. I don't tell them none of that. The first thing I say is use your common sense. Okay. Use your common sense. Meaning, if you have $1,000 credit card, okay, you have $100 in your bank account, you cannot spend $1,000. That $1,000 credit card is not yours. All right, that is not yours. Okay, you can go up to 100 because that's all you have to pay back. All right, I can't even imagine how many people that right? My listeners, my people on the radio listening live, we all know a lot of people, if they had that advice, right, when they were 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, how many of their lives will be different? If someone told them that little snippet right there, right, use your common sense. Okay, that's the most common thing that I see, right? Fixing credit. Most people, they got that first credit card and they're still feeling the repercussions of it, right? Because no one set them down or no one probably taught them how to actually use that credit card, right? So that's where that, debt is evil and debt is bad. That's where that really comes from. Okay, that's where that really comes from. So again, debt isn't evil. Okay, bad debt is. Smart debt can build wealth. Real life example. All right. I use 0% interest business credit cards to fund marketing systems without touching my cash reserves or touching my personal credit. Okay. But 6 years ago, I didn't know how to do that. Okay. So you actually have to take the time out and kind of learn this stuff or listen to podcasts or listen to people that's talking about this type of stuff. Okay. It's just not going to happen overnight. All right.